Thanks for having me on.
Matt, thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Now, you guys have litigated a whole bunch of cases up to the Supreme Court level. These are cases involving religious freedom. What's the big case right now that you guys are working on?
Yeah, so we've got lots of them, and one is Barronelle Stutzman. This is the sweet grandmother from Washington State.
The florist?
The florist from Washington State. And next thing you know, she found herself being dragged into court because she wouldn't do a custom floral arrangement for a same-sex wedding of a longtime customer. And she is one of many that her case is waiting at the Supreme Court right now, and we're continuing to fight for her and others like her all across the country, making sure that every American, including your listeners, never has to go through what Barronelle went through.
Matt, do you think she was targeted? Do you think that they knew what her religious beliefs were and they just wanted to make a case?
Yeah, I think it's very clear. When word of what happened got out, we saw the state come after her, the state of Washington, the attorney general come after her, not just her, but her family, her finances, her business, everything she owns. And this was because they did not like her traditional views about marriage. They did not like her beliefs and wanted to make her a poster child to go after her. And but for Alliance Defending Freedom, Barronelle would have been left defenseless.
Now, Matt, I have said over and over again that you guys represent these clients pro bono, which means for free. Do you, and how can you continue to do that?
Well, we do. It's the best part of our job is telling people that when we stand with them, we don't charge them a penny. But it's only because of people like you, of the people listening to this, that are willing to give $50, $100, $200 to enable us to continue to represent Barronelle, to continue to take other cases, and to make sure that if it happens to you, that we are going to be there to stand with you and defend your rights all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary.
Matt and I want you to make an investment of at least $100 in the Freedom Fund. Just go to my website, larryelder.com. You'll see the Alliance Defending Freedom banner at the very top. Click it on, or you can call in your donation, 888-670-1599, 888-670-1599. Matt, we have spoken a couple times to Jack Phillips, as you know. He is the man who was tasked to bake a cake for a gay wedding, even though it violated his religious convictions. You guys litigated that all the way up to the Supreme Court. You won, and now he's back in court.
That's right. We are still fighting for Jack. Shortly after he won at the Supreme Court, he found himself again being sued for declining to do a cake celebrating a gender transition celebration, someone that was wanting to celebrate that they were now identifying as the opposite sex. And so we're back in court defending Jack's freedom, making sure that he doesn't continue to face fines and other threats simply for trying to live out his faith as he operates his cake shop.
Man, I asked you whether or not Barronelle was targeted. There's no question that at least the second time Jack Phillips was targeted. I spoke with him, and he said it's possible that the couple that came in the first time, Matt, who wanted him to bake a cake for a gay wedding, did not know his convictions. After that, everybody knew his convictions, and he was still targeted.
Yeah, even to this day, he gets calls and things that are clear trying to set him up, trying to find ways to go after him. It is what people like Jack and Barronelle and others go through every day, and it's why ADF needs the funding to continue to stand with them and fight, because one day it could be one of your listeners that's the next Jack or Barronelle, their business coming under attack for simply trying to live out their faith.
I'm talking with Matt Sharp. He's ADF's senior counsel. And about how acute this is, you guys get something like 5,000 legal requests. Many of them come from small business owners, from church members and students, all under attack for simply living out their religious convictions. In order to help Matt do what he does, please invest in the Freedom Fund by going to my website, larryelder.com. You'll see the Alliance Defending Freedom banner at the very top. Click it on, or you can call it in, 888-670-1599, 888-670-1599. Jack, what is the difference between you and the ACLU?
Well, although the ACLU promotes itself as defending freedom and our First Amendment rights, what we found is they don't show up for people of faith. They don't show up for traditional values. They don't show up for people that are defending the traditional view of marriage. And there was a gap, and ADF stood up and began to stand for those individuals, to stand for their freedoms of speech, their freedom to live out their religion. That's what separates ADF, is we are willing to stand in the gap with people of faith, with people of conservative values, traditional values, simply wanting to live out their lives without fear of government punishment.
I would have thought that in most cases you and the ACLU would have been on the same side of the line, but often they're opposite of you. It just blows me away.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Is although they pitch themselves as the civil liberties, they only want civil liberties for some, whereas ADF believes every American is entitled to our First Amendment freedoms, and particularly people of faith who don't have the ACLU defending them, who don't have other organizations. So but for ADF and the people, your listeners that fund us and help make it possible, people of faith, those with conservative values, traditional values, would be left out with no legal defense against government attacks on their faith.
We have been speaking with Matt Sharp. Matt Sharp is Senior Counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom. Again, please make an investment of at least $100 in the Freedom Fund. Go to my website, LarryElder.com. You'll see the Alliance Defending Freedom banner at the very top, or you can call 888-670-1599, 888-670-1599. Matt, before you go, I see you went to Vandy for law school. My mom and dad met and got married in Chattanooga, Tennessee, so Tennessee is one of my favorite states.
It's a good choice. I'm born and raised in Tennessee, and my heart's still there.
How's your football team this year? Oops.
Let's talk about that another time.
Matt Sharp, Senior Counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom. Again, go to my website. You'll see the banner at the very top, or call 888-670-1599, 888-670-1599. I didn't mean to hit a wound, Matt.
Well, as a Vanderbilt grad, you get used to it. So.
All right, Matt. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You got it.